Well, do we have to do an intro? Is this a new episode?
It could be.
Hey guys! Welcome to Ruining Cars with Tate and Taylor. T&T. In Taylor's absence, I've been fabricating this little bracket because this, being that it's ABS plastic and thin at that, it's kind of wiggly still, and so we decided that wiggly's a technical term, so I'm gonna Google that one. To sit here and make a positive connection all the way up to here, so we'll basically epoxy this thing on and do everything we've been doing, so there's this extension to the wing so it won't wiggle around so much. So I trimmed some of the tall points down, and I basically, since we didn't have all black Fabrifix, but you could paint it and it still retains that texture.
Yeah, it looks really good. And you have a new goal. You want to be able to shoot this thing?
Yeah. I don't know if that's gonna make the final dream board. Well, it's on the dream board. I don't know if it's gonna make the final product, because I'd like to find a place where we could create like part of it that's bulletproof to be able to show how strong everything is, like this steel stick, JB Weld, Fabricating, like do like a sandwich and see how much of that stuff it takes to like stop a 9mm at least. But yeah, new goal. It'd be cool to make it bulletproof.
Bulletproof and stand-onable.
Oh, stand-onable. Actually, I think that's where I want to go today on the skirts and the fenders. Is before we fully epoxy the sides, get up and create some of that structural portion. So like put some honeycomb the inside so it's give it some more support, and then coat it. Okay. I wanted to make little steel brackets, but Taylor said we had to maintain everything out of ABS and JB Weld.
Yeah, I'm a Puritan.
A Puritan?
What is that?
Oh, yeah, that's not it. Don't think. We're just hitting the dust cover. That looks good. Okay. That's again, I got it. I gotta get the stupid Jeep out from up here. I don't like looking at it.
Okay.
All right, we're installing the ribs and the side skirts here. Taylor's underneath there putting the ribs in, and we're using steel stick first because it's really good at filling gaps and kind of becoming hard like the ABS plastic. And then she's taking the handy dandy little squeezer. Show the people what you're working with, Taylor. That little guy to then just kind of fill the, bond the plastics together so you get something that's rigid and hopefully we can stand on.
Oh, DIY bandsaw. Oh man. Please be careful.
That's slightly unnerving. I wish I could just tape that down. That'll be the next upgrade.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
DIY bandsaw. Let's see how she fits. What stops bullets?
Okay, so what stops bullets typically is layers of different types of products. So this will be interesting to see if the steel stick will stop it on its own. So obviously steel is it can be made hard enough to stop bullets. But what would really, I think, optimal would be layers of basically hardness, and then you have softer layers mixed to sandwich in between the harder layers, and then that seems to be the recipe for building stuff that's bulletproof. But we'll break down some of this stuff with science, or at least trial and error. What's the scientific word for trial and error? Experiments? Experiments. We're doing experiments.
Test your hypothesis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I bet steel stick, and then a layer of fiber weld, and then a layer of epoxy.
Yeah.
And then another layer of steel stick, and you would be set.
I bet.
Might even be
I
overkill.
agree. Well, what we do then is we start upping the calibers.
Okay.
Straight up demolition ranch style. And then we go to like a 45, and we go to a 44, and we step it up until we found something that did go through it. ABS plastic. We'll have to have a control. We'll shoot the ABS first.
Yeah, you're a real scientist.
Real scientist. I had it covered with basically one layer of steel stick, but to be honest, I'm not confident this alone would stop a bullet. So I think I'm gonna put one more layer on, and then we'll shoot it. And we'll just leave it at steel stick. Can steel stick stop a bullet? That's a simple consumable message that we're portraying. And by the way, don't wear gloves when you mix this stuff. This was a horrible idea. Okay, here we are. Finished product. Got nine tubes of steel stick on just a simple piece of ABS plastic. Oh, we gotta shoot the ABS first too. To see if JB Weld steel stick is in fact bulletproof. When we're doing this all sciencey like, I'm trying to do my best demolition ranch matte impression here. So we've got our control, our piece of ABS. We can just basically guarantee that 9mm is going to go through that. But will 9mm go through a few tubes of steel stick? Let's find out.
Nice.
Okay. Here we are, as expected, straight through the ABS. You know, this is a good time to talk about gun safety. Something I've really pounded into my kids or anybody that I shoot with is the 4 tenets of gun safety. And that's basically always leave your finger off the trigger until you're ready to pull it. Always have your barrel pointed away from things you don't want to die. Always assume that it is loaded. Know what your target is, and also important, what is beyond it. So if you can repeat all those, you can come shooting with me. But speaking of shooting stuff, let's shoot some steel stick.
Holy shit.
Not looking good.
Wait a minute. Like the whole thing just came right off?
It came off the ABS. I don't think I was doing anything anyhow. It hit the edge. See, my thing is, it's gonna be weaker at the edge. Let me see if I can
Hit the middle?
shoot it again. A few layers of steel stick is not quite enough to stop a 9mm. So join us on our journey. Next episode, we'll see how much what it takes to get fiber weld to stop a bullet. Maybe we'll add a fiber weld layer to this and see. Because really, it's actually about the same width as like normal steel body armor. So let's see what we can do to get JB Weld to be bulletproof. Tune in next time. Like and subscribe.
Safety
Yep,
on.
safety's on.
I'm gonna take the mag out,
Very good.
and then I'm gonna check the chamber.
Perfect.
But okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you're safe. You're ready to rock. And we still won't keep our finger off the trigger and the barrel away from everybody, but we got the other two covered. Good job. Nice glasses, by the way.
Jamaican taters.
You had mentioned that in Hawaii, your place of birth, you guys put a Spam in your ramen. When we're making top ramen. It's actually might be one of the other than cooking beans with a road flare, this might be one of the most gambler meals ever. Because we're gonna brown some Spam and put it in there with the ramens. But yeah, and I just happen to have, I actually have like 2 cases of Spam. I love Spam.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a meal. Top ramen, Diet Coke, Spam. If the fumes without a mask on weren't enough, let's just continue to rot our bodies from the inside out.
Whoa, Spam. She does not speak for the gambler. I apologize. Outlandish statement. I feel like it was ahead
You
of its time.
said, don't you think My Chemical Romance was ahead of its time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, today's been a very productive day, although it doesn't look like it from outside because there's nothing super obvious that we've done. What we've done is we filled in, we've got all these ribs underneath here, the structure, the bones, if you will, to these fenders. So Taylor's been running around meticulously steel sticking these things in, and now she's running around and hitting all the joints with JB Weld 2-part epoxy, which is the real bread. Is it the bread and butter, or is it the peanut butter and the peanut butter jelly sandwich?
Some kind of butter.
Some kind of butter. This is awesome. All right.
Just an episode of Andy Munson fungi finds.
Yeah, we got a big one. It's a hog. You can pet it. It's firm.
You could, but should you?
I don't know. How do we tell what it is?
Ask it.
Can we like safely eat it? Can we safely eat you? I don't know. I don't know if you could just saute that up or if you would perish. Is it a perishable? It's funny. Look, the size of this freaking thing. Buddy, look at this freaking mushroom.
Wow, you spotted that from the car?
Yeah.
You got excellent vision.
Oh, it's pretty firm. I don't even know what it smells like. Why'd that just go right there?
Is your zipper broken? Look below. No, it doesn't even matter because look below.
Oh, yeah. It's still air conditioning. I'll sew it up for the winter.
Okay, can we knock this one over?
No. What do you think, boss? She doing good, Bubba? Yeah? Wow. Yeah, she's doing good.